What up, YouTube? What is going on? And welcome back to Dante's Rant Room. And I am your host, Dante. And we are back with another video. And as always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in yet again because your support keeps me and this channel going. To make sure you do me a favor and hit the red subscribe button for more content like this in nerd and geek culture, anime, manga, and gaming. So, fam, with the popularity of Resident Evil 4 Remake, the game selling literally millions of copies within days, according to Sankaku Complex, Resident Evil 4 Remake sales reached 3 million within the first 2 days. Now, those are some really impressive freaking numbers. Now, with that being said, I'm sure people are wondering, well, at least I know I'm wondering, will we get a Resident Evil 5 remake? What the f? I know. I can already hear it now. But Dante, Resident Evil 5 is racist. Aren't you black? Well, yes, I am indeed black. Matter of fact, I am Nigerian, which means I'm obviously African, right? Okay? You'd be surprised that people don't know that, Nigeria is in Africa. But anyway, and I do not believe that this game is racist. No. This game is not at all racist. In fact, I literally rebeat the game, I believe, last December, the end of 2022, with a good friend of mine. We had a great time. The game is dope. It's a different twist to Resident Evil franchise, co-op mode and story mode. It's cool. I thought it was fun. Now, is Resident Evil 5 the best game within the franchise? I mean, obviously it's not, but it's fun. And guess what? Contrary to popular belief, it's okay if you, the listener, thinks that the game is dope as well. So, journalists, if you can call them that, are coming out of their sewers with I guess you can say a preemptive strike, a warning to Capcom to let them know that Resident Evil 5 is racist, and to keep that in mind if they even think about remaking the game. Yeah. Shocker, right? So we have this article here, first stop of the day, is from Digital Trends. Yeah. It says, hey Capcom, let's not do a Resident Evil 5 remake next. Jesus, these guys can't help themselves. By the way, make sure you guys do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Let's get up to 2K subscribers. We talk a lot about controversial topics and censorship in anime, manga, and gaming. So make sure you do me a favor and subscribe. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and drop a comment to engage in conversation. So, Digital Trends. Let's go right down. I think it's here. Alright, so it says, let's get the obvious reason out the way first. Resident Evil 5 was an incredibly controversial game when it launched in 2009 due to its story and setting. In an attempt to capitalize on Resident Evil 4, which took the series to a remote Spanish town, Capcom decided to expand the international direction of the series. It would do that by sending Chris Redfield to West Africa to stop a terrorism threat. So, it's okay to unalive Spanish people or what? If you look at the game, it's not like it's set in like a very modern day Spanish town. It's set like in a Spanish village, if anything, right? Old school caves, caverns, freaking minefields, and it was very old school. It wasn't modern day Spanish town. So it's okay to do that. People hitting you with pitchforks and crossbows and throwing freaking fire at you, but that's okay. That is perfectly fine to do that. But when it comes to Africa, now they got a problem. Oh. Okay. So that would create an uncomfortable premise that saw Redfield and his partner Sheva Olimar. God, I love that woman. Oh, man, I wish Capcom bring her back already. Anywho, storming through villages and kill unaliving waves of parasite-ridden Africans, most of which were black. Well, no shit. Duh. Most of Africa is black. Okay. With some calling out the poor taste, racial implication of the idea The game would draw criticism before it even launched. The final product would only make the game worse. A large part of Resident Evil 5 would see Redfield and Olimar killing tribal African monsters, largely based on racial stereotypes. A spear-wielding enemy type would specifically set off alarm bells. No, it would not. No, it would not. The funny thing about this whole controversy is that I've been playing this game since it came out. I'm black. My entire family is African. Most of us are African. Not a single one of us complained about this game. The people who complained the most about this game are white people. Most of them. Not saying there aren't some black people who didn't. I'm sure there are a few of them. But the majority, the overwhelming majority of people who complain about it are people like Giovanni. White people. Oh my God. It's like, bro, no one cares. We didn't care. You know why? Because I'm sure there are some African cultures that use spears. But what do you see? What do you use in your screenshot right here? A black man using a chainsaw. There are Africans in the game who use Gatling guns. Massive Gatling guns. So what? They use spears. What? I'm sorry. I wish they used blow darts just to really piss you guys off. So, imagine you're playing with Chris Redfield or Sheva Olimar and you get hit with the blow dart. That would be hilarious. I'm sorry. It would have been really offensive if that said Resident Evil 5, The Village. That would have been offensive. But no. It's not a big deal. Who cares? It's people like these white freaking activists who are the most offended by this game. We're not done. We have this, of course, from The Gamer, which, by the way, Digital Trends is sucking off the peen of The Gamer, because The Gamer put out this article first before Digital Trends. So I guess they were like, oh wait, if The Gamer could do it, well, I guess we can do it too. We gotta get those views and clicks. So The Gamer, from of course our favorite journalist, Jade King. Resident Evil 5 is too racist for a remake. Capcom will need to approach this one very differently. No, they don't. No, they don't. Resident Evil 5 is based off of Sheva Olimar and Chris Redfield. They are partners. Chris Redfield is a primary, protagonist of the Resident Evil series. They put him along with Sheva to, of course, get people to play the game. You saw Chris Redfield, you're more likely to buy the game for Chris Redfield. Now you see Sheva Olimar, oh, it's a hot African babe in the game, and emphasis on hot. Sheva is freaking hot. Why not play the game? How bad could it be? And by the way, didn't this other guy, Josh Stone, survive the game too? So 2 African protagonists survived the game, and not a single person cares. I hate these people. I cannot stand these freaking journalists. Anyway, I know I'm ranting. Let's keep on going. So it says, Resident Evil 5, the next logical step, given it's mostly an iterative sequel with many of the same gameplay mechanics and set pieces. It also has a mandatory co-op even if you're playing alone. Moving the little horror was left by giving you characters with twice the firepower. Okay, that was cool. Resident Evil 5 influenced Gears of War, and its turn to Evil 5 looked at Gears of War and decided it needed a slice of that gray, edgy, and bloated pie. It's not a bad game, but I used to struggle to describe it as anything more than a pale imitation. Okay, the game legacy is also eternally tainted by its racism. International or not, it's there. It's not. Oh God, these guys are trying their best to sell this stupid idea that this game is racist. It's not. So they have spears, they have axes, they throw axes, they have shovels. Guess what we use in Africa? Axes, shovels. Listen, I get it. Your idea is, well, they could have used some upscale part of Africa to make this video game. Well, I'm from Nigeria, and I'll tell you this. Yes, there are some upscale parts of Nigeria. Are there a lot of it? No, not even close. Most of Nigeria looks like sand, dirt, and a lot like Resident Evil 5. That's just how it is. We have big masquerade-looking demon things that walk around town and scare people during celebrations and stuff like that. It's the norm. We don't run away from what we have or what we are. We don't care. That's why when I saw the game and I saw these guys chasing me down on their little motorcycles, I'm like, holy crap. This is awesome. I thought it was freaking hilarious. I thought it was freaking exciting. Because guess what? Believe it or not, in Nigeria, a primary source of transportation in Nigeria are motorcycles. As in, like, not like per person. As in, like, it was a delivery. Like cabs you have in America, Uber or Lyft. It was a normal thing for us in Nigeria. So yes, I didn't care. Why do these people get mad for everyone else? Nobody asks. All right, I'm sorry, I'm ranting. We're gonna end this here. All right. Let's see. I think I saw something here I wanted to read to you guys. So you could argue that a game set in Africa, of course, is going to result in people of color being infected, which is a valid point. The view falls away the moment Chris and Sheva venture into the swamplands, are immediately assaulted by natives donning bamboo skirts, whose main mode of combat is throwing homemade spears while screaming in a dialect that feels ripped straight out of an insensitive 30s cartoon. It is difficult to defend, especially awkward to revisit all these years later. No, it's not. I played the game last year, and I did not give a damn. I hope Capcom remakes this game. Of course, they want to add their changes. That's fine. It is a remake. It is what it is. I hope that they don't change a lot of it. Keep it the way it's supposed to be. I thought the game was freaking awesome. Play the game. Enjoy it. And know the sad part about all this, guys? The sad part about all of this is that sadly, someone at Capcom is going to read these articles and then actually pay attention. Actually change things because they don't want to offend people. Listening to weirdo journalists like these, Emily's of the internet and Giovanni's. Anyway, that's all I got. Resident Evil 5 is not racist. Play the game, enjoy it, have a great time. It is what it is. That's all I got for this episode. What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below in the comment section. Make sure you guys subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.